Welcome back to another episode of the Zach and Ryan Show, and I'm joined by a special guest host, Ryan Gruka.
What up, Brian? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it's very, very interesting having a special guest host today.
It's going to be weird with the two Ryans situation here. I don't know
Yeah.
how we're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know if we can call it the Zach and Ryan Show for today, but it's a little bit interesting. All right. Just give a special congratulations to our Science Olympiad team, which they clinched a narrow victory over Troy High on Saturday for first-place win at the regional tournament. Only the second time Athens has earned the top spot in the region. Now they're on to states. Good luck to them.
Yeah, it's always great being the ponies, doing anything you can to get past them, and pretty easy usually, too.
Yeah, especially now that we know how Science Olympiad works.
Yeah.
Great job to them.
Yeah, congrats to our JV girls powerlifting team who won the state championship over the weekend. They had many personal and school records that were set to contribute to the state title. Our boys JV team came in fourth and also had many personal bests. Good job to everyone, and also congrats to those that are competing in nationals soon.
Yeah, good luck to them. And Muse, our literary arts club, is looking for submissions this year for a mag. Submit your poems, short stories, drawings, paintings, photos, or anything else that you would like to see published to museclubathens@gmail.com by March 25th, sorry, if you'd like to be entered in that.
Yeah, spring sport tryouts begin next week. You must have a physical on file in final forms in order to try out and play a sport this spring. Good luck to everyone.
Yeah, and we are joined by our very own Zachary LaRochelle.
All-state
lacrosse player. Yeah.
It's good to be a guest.
How you doing, Zach?
I'm pretty good. It's different sitting in the guest seat than the comfy padded seat. You can sit on a nice wooden stool.
Nice little
It's
wooden
pretty
stool.
comfy over here, I'm not going to lie,
Yeah.
Might have to take this role more often.
Might.
So, yeah. Zach, so you play lacrosse, don't you?
I do. I play midfield, and I also take face-offs.
Oh, that's great.
Is it true they call midfield midi in lacrosse?
Yeah, we have offensive middies, and then we have defensive middies. So it's kind of, you can play defense and then run it up and stay on offense, but usually they have set positions.
So, tryouts are next week. How's the team? You guys got, thinking you got a good team this year? Or
I think
need more people to try out this year?
I think, right now we're having, preseason workouts. I definitely think the numbers are good. We have, a combination of, it's Athens lacrosse, but the kids from Avondale can come play for us. So, everything's still the same. We're still, Athens lacrosse. All the jerseys are still Athens lacrosse, but they have the option to play for us. It's only one kid who's joining us. He's pretty good. He's a good, I think he plays attack. He'll be pretty good. We have a good returning core. We have Gio coming back. He's a good sophomore. He had a great season his first year on varsity as a freshman. You have me playing in the midfield. We got Nathan Kidwell on defense, Trey Vincent at attack or midfield. We got Jake Holter, a good junior, and then we got Mark Haddad on attack or midfield. I think we'll have a good core. We're a little, from what I see right now, we're probably lacking on long pole, but I think definitely our coaches will make it work.
How many teams are you guys expected to have? Is there a varsity JV and then a freshman, or
usually it's just a varsity and a freshman, or a varsity and a JV team.
Okay, so 2 teams.
Yeah, so last year last year was different. They didn't really have a season. They kept getting shut down because of COVID, and they didn't have enough kids. So I think this year will be interesting, but I definitely think we'll have enough for both. I'm hoping we have enough for both.
So how does the tryout process work? Is there 3 days, right? That's 3 days in.
Or so, yeah.
What's it like? Is it stressful?
So it's not really like you guys know, soccer.
Yeah.
Where your coach is he breaks you up, right? You play one day, you could be with the JV team, and then the next day he moves you up to the varsity team, or vice versa, moves you down, and then that final day you all get together in your room and you have your meeting with the coach. It's not really like that for lacrosse. It's kind of the first day. They give you the option to all right, on this side of the parking lot, this is where the varsity will practice, and then down by the opposite side will be where the JV practices. And it'll be if you have no experience, you can pick what side you want to, and there's really no set dates for cuts. It kind of just it's very fluid that first week. The coaches will ask you to move up or move down. It's pretty fluid.
So there's not really any cuts, is what I'm hearing.
Unless we have an extremely large amount of kids.
Okay, that's great.
Now, Zach, you were an all-state third-team player last year?
I was, yep.
What are you expecting this year?
I'm just hoping to keep improving my game overall. I want to continue to be consistent winning faceoffs. I definitely think that's a big priority of mine is to continue winning faceoffs because that gives us more possession. You can win the ball right away, and then you can give yourself possession. And then I just want to overall continue working on my offensive abilities. I know that I definitely got a lot more comfortable last year, getting put in these different situations, shooting. I got a lot more comfortable. I definitely want to see myself expand on that, the comfortability, and just take my game to the next level.
What is your advice to people who may be on the fence, whether they want to join lacrosse, join another sport, or just don't want to play a sport at all?
I definitely think they're missing out. It's a great game. It's a mix of every sport. You got soccer, you're running up and down the court or the field. It's kind of you run different plays. You got basketball plays with that hockey physicality. I definitely think you don't really need to have any background to play. You don't really need any equipment. Our coaches will help provide you the equipment, and they're great coaches. And I've only been playing. Last year was my first year on varsity and my second year ever playing lacrosse, and I ended up getting third team All-State. And if you're athletic, I think you'll do fine.
How can one sign up to play lacrosse? Where do they go?
So there's really no sign up as long as you have your final forms in and your physical in, and you just show up on Monday at 7 o'clock. The coaches will be welcoming to you, and then you can see from there. You don't really have to make a decision. And if you come back from spring break, I know it'll be harder, but if you come back from spring break or the week after tryouts and you're still interested in playing, you can definitely still talk to the coaches at practice, and you'll start probably at JV and make your way up.
That's great, Zach. Well, you heard it. If you're an underclassman or literally anyone who is looking for a spring sport to play, join lacrosse. Said it should be fun to play.
It's a fun sport.
Yeah.
Mix of everything.
Yeah. If you're athletic, you might be good at it. Who knows?
Sure.
Well, thank you, Zach, for joining us.
Thank you, Zach.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Have a great rest of your day, man.
Thank you. You too.
So, Ryan, you doing any spring sports this year?
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence between playing golf or not playing golf. No, I don't know. It's just a lot of time time consuming.
Did you play golf last year?
I did. I was on the JV team, but I don't know. I don't know if I have the skill to make the varsity team. Definitely wish I could play JV as a senior, but I'm not sure if they'll allow that.
Well, if they allow it, then you can always find a way to work it out. But if not, you got to put in that little extra effort in to make the team.
Yeah, we'll see. Definitely going to try out, though.
Yeah, for sure. That's smart.
Yeah.
No, next we got Emma Carrier from the girls' varsity lacrosse team.
How's it going, Emma? How's your day going?
It's fine. I'm just tired.
It's all right. That's all right. So let me get this right. You are a captain on the girls' lacrosse team, right?
Yep.
Great. So who's the coach of the girls' lacrosse team?
The one and only Mr. Holder.
Mr. Holder.
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, is Mr. Holder a good coach?
He loves lacrosse. He does. He's a good coach. He's very supportive with everything we do, and he lets everyone get the playing time that they deserve.
So what's girls lacrosse like? We talked with Zach. There's not many cuts for boys lacrosse. Is there any cuts for girls lacrosse?
Nope, it is a no-cut sport. So if you do get cut from either soccer or you don't want to play track or run track, you can come to lacrosse because it's all about having fun and making memories.
There's two teams, if I'm correct. There's a varsity and a JV.
Yep. This is actually the first year our JV coaches have stayed with us in the 4 years of me being here. So that's exciting. That's good.
Wow, progress.
Why did you decide to play lacrosse?
Because all my friends played soccer, and I was going to try out for soccer, and then I was like, I'm going to just venture out and play something new. So I did, and I fell in love with the sport and actually realized I was kind of good at it, and I made new friends, or just friends.
Are you happy with the decision you decided to play lacrosse instead of soccer?
Yeah, actually I am, because soccer is stressful at this school, and I am here for a stress-free life.
That's great. So, how different? I don't know if you know boys lacrosse. Isn't it like a lot different from girls lacrosse from boys lacrosse?
Yeah, so like with soccer, you can have like the same rules for girls and boys, right? Ours is like completely different. We have different lines, different jerseys, different places where the goals go, different like rules, different like everything, different amount of players on the field, and everything is completely different and basically opposite from like one or the other, and all the penalties are different, and nothing makes sense. Like, I cannot tell you how to play boys lacrosse, and I can confidently say Zach would not know how to say anything for girls lacrosse.
I'm shocked, honestly, because like I always thought like they were the same thing. Because
No.
like they're both lacrosse, so you would
Right.
just assume that girls lacrosse would be somewhat very similar to boys lacrosse. Like soccer is the same no matter what.
Well, soccer
no matter
the
who's
same,
playing it.
Basketball's
Basketball's
the
the same. Literally every
I think
sport
we're the
is the same.
I think it is because like
Except
we have
for-
different sticks. They have 2 types of sticks. We only have 1 type of stick, but it's different. We have different ways we start the game. That we have different. They have 9 players, I think. We have 11. Different. They have quarters. We have halves.
Well, I know in college for basketball, the boys have halves and the girls have quarters.
Yeah,
They
the
switch
girls
up
then
into
have
that.
quarters in college, and then the rules change from high school to college. So, like, the way you defend, you can't, like, do certain things in high school, but then you can do them in college. So, basically, if I were to go and play in college, I'd have to learn a bunch of new rules and stop a bunch of old habits to
'cause
play
you
in
can't
college.
do those things.
Yeah.
Sounds confusing.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
And can't you like not even touch another girl?
Okay, this is this is a misconception. This is a misconception. Yes, you can touch girls, sticks on sticks, bodies on bodies, and if you're like me, you can get away with thinking it's the body on body, but then do stick on body. And everyone does
Isn't
it.
that just the cross check then, though?
No, because cross check is a full on slash. If you just are pushing someone with it, you can push someone with it.
I think we're gonna have to get to some games and figure out this reffing
Yeah,
situation. See,
yeah.
Yeah, and the refs are stupid.
what you
Oh.
can and can.
Refs are
can't
always
get away with.
stupid, but they're stupid.
So
Here.
Emma, do you have any advice to any girls who are like on the fence whether they want to play lacrosse or not?
I would say come out no matter what. Tryouts next Monday through Wednesday, 3 to 5. I mean, it's not a lot of stuff it's not complicated. We have different sections of tryouts, so it's either you never played before, and there's probably going to be at least like 20 girls that have never played before, and then they split the field and say everyone that has played before get on the other side of the field, and that's how they do it. But I had never touched a stick before. I tried out for freshman year, and it worked out, so I would try to come out.
Seems like a very common theme with lacrosse players in high school. Like they never play their entire life, and then high school comes, and they're just athletic, and they just decide to play lacrosse because either their friends are doing it or they just want to try something new, and then they are like all-state athletes in lacrosse.
Right. It's always the sport that people have never like heard of or
Exactly,
done anything
yeah.
with it, and then they decide to do it, and
Yeah,
they somehow turn out to be great.
yeah. So I mean, advice to underclassmen, I guess from Emma. She says, come out and play lacrosse, and
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe you can be a captain when you're a senior, and
Yeah, be just like
maybe you'll
Emma.
be good. Hopefully you'll be good.
Yeah, if you're athletic and you can run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you can
Come on
run,
out.
if you can run the field 8 times, you're good to go.
Yeah, yeah,
8 times is a lot. 8 times.
yeah.
That's something
Even
you
coming
can
from
try
me.
out. That's something we gotta do that.
Well,
Times
have
8
fitness,
minutes.
Ugh.
Sucks.
well, thanks Emma for joining us today and talking about girls lacrosse.
Yeah, no
thanks,
problem.
Emma.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me here.
yeah. All right. Well, we'll be talking about more spring sports coming up in the upcoming week,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
tryouts are next week.
Tryouts next week. Get your physical into final forms
Yep.
and show up.
Yep. Good luck to everyone
Yeah.
trying out for a spring sport. And if you don't have a spring sport you're gonna play, it seems like lacrosse.
Lacrosse
Should
is
be-
definitely the way to
Lacrosse is definitely the sport you could play because they said there's not many cuts. So,
go. You want to make a team? You want to play? You want to
Yep.
be active?
yep.
Come join lacrosse.
Go join. Yep. Well, thanks guys
Yeah.
for joining us on today's episode.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, Ryan.
Yeah. See you guys later.